Hello, this is UCLA Pack here. Wanted to discuss the costume summon portal that popped up and some of the new costumes that they released this time around. I'm actually really impressed with them. So much so that I kind of jumped the gun and did a 10 summon before I made this video, and actually seven also, because I got my keys done. So, yeah, spoiler alert, I got Magni this morning / last night, with those on one of my individual summons to get the case. Pretty excited about him. So we'll do some raids with him, and then I'm also needing some feeders, so I'm gonna do 13 more summons at the end of this video as well. But first off, I just wanted to go over some of the new costumes that came out. Azar's a new costume. She deals 170% damage. Her normal does 280 damage, so that went down, but she reduces mana of the target and nearby enemies by 15%, which is really cool. Regular reduces the mana of the target by 25%, so yeah, she reducing 3, not extravagant, so, but still nice to have, and the stat boost is really nice to have, so she's not bad. Cademan, he is pretty similar to, actually kind of a duplicate of his Sonya, where they changed it to cleanses everyone, which is instead of the buffs all enemies, debuffs them. Attack didn't change. The single sniper. Having a green cleanser is rare, though. We have Locke, but we don't really have too many of them. Locke might be our only one, so yeah, I'm intrigued by how good Cademan would be, especially with emblems being on him. Sonya, I couldn't really get on board with because she was blue, but green is kind of a different story, I think, especially with Teleria tanks, because you really need a cleanser, and fast cleansers are hard to come by, so I'm kind of intrigued by him. I think he will be good. Let's see, there was his twin, Boral. I actually was looking at the top 10, and my buddy Q, let's just go and see if he's still up there. He was running a costume Boral tank. Actually, I know what alliance he's in, so let's take a look at this guy here. Okay, he put tail back, so I guess costume Boral wasn't working. But he put regular Boral in, but costume Boral with the emblems had over 1,000 defense, which is just stupid, especially for a 4-star. You don't even see that on Teleria with full emblems. So, interesting that he emblemed him to 20. I definitely can't spare the cleric emblems because of Rigard. I have 4 Rigards and more, so I can't spare those. But hey, more power to you. I lost him. There he is. So his counterattack is only 60%, but it's on everybody as opposed to 125 on 3. I don't know if I can really get on board with that. Yeah, maybe I'll ask him later and see what he thinks. So what he thinks of his decision to emblem Boral. Boral was, I like Riposte. I think it's more fun on offense actually than it is on defense, because you can easily debuff it, but especially Cage can debuff. So and not even hurt him. So Cage is definitely a downfall for any counterattack hero, but I don't know, the defense is pretty tanky. I like it. I wish it did more than 60%. Burden is new, costume wise, does 325 damage. That didn't change. Negative defense instead of negative attack. I like that. I think that's really good for a 3-star. We don't see that too often. I guess the costume, what's her face? Um, the one that used to do the attack, we'll find her. They changed her to be more like an Athena character, but this is pretty decent. I like the negative defense better than the negative attack. Let's see, this guy's new. He does negative 44 defense to target and nearby enemies, and then 185 attack. So his attack went down, but then he adds that negative shield, which I think is worth it. So they did good by him. I like that. Aslar, he's still slow, but I like this special more because it's more devastating in my opinion. He does 205 damage to the target and nearby enemies instead of everyone. But then the target and nearby enemies deals 410 damage if they are less than 50% health remaining. So that's pretty devastating if they're less than 50%. That can almost take out a whole side, and then plus the burn damage of 430, which went up from the original. So if you can take out a whole side with one special, I think that's pretty good. As far as his stats go, I like that they went up. The attack stat is well over 800, which is really good. So I like Aslar. I think I have him leveled already, but I would level up his costume if I got it. I think even at tank position, I think that's actually pretty decent. Carver, he's got a costume here. All enemies get negative 24% mana generation. I think that, yeah, it reduces mana of all enemies by 16%. This is negative 24. So, wow, yeah, that's pretty good. I don't see why you would... So this one just takes away the mana of 16, while this one is more of a slowdown like Tell. Okay, and does the same amount of damage. So, yeah, that's... It could be a good trade-off. It just depends. I would probably use both. Carol, he deals 240 damage, which he used to do 260 to and the target, and so he adds burn damage. So they lowered his initial attack and gave him a dot. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that, but I never really was a huge fan of him either. So, Dom, they lowered her attack a little bit from 410 to 390. She adds poison, so they kind of did the same thing there, but then she dispels status ailments from the caster and nearby allies, whereas she used to dispel buffs from the target and nearby enemies. So she's cleansing now, which is really good against the kind of tanks that we're dealing with. The Gravemaker Vela flanks as well, so those dot damages really stack up on you, and you need a cleanser. So I think this makes her more usable, especially with the plus 5 mana. It gives her more chance to fire her special in 9 tiles. All you need is like a 5 mana troop on her, and then she's got 9 tiles, so it's almost fast. Magni, you could tell I was already excited I got him. The biggest thing that I like about his costume is his defense stat. His defense stat normally was less than 600. It was like 590 or something. So 732 makes him usable, especially if you put emblems on him. So deals 420, that didn't change, but instead of giving defense up, he's doing defense down on 3 of the enemies. So that's a fast defense down on 3, and he's a sniper. So that puts him not on Finley level, but it puts him pretty high up as a really good sniper. I don't know if I want to put him in Alice's level or not, but I think that his costume is really good. Because if you think about it, Athena hits 3, lowers defense on 3, but she's average. He hits 1 really hard and lowers defense on 3. I kind of like that special, especially for rating, more than I like Alice's. Not Alice's, Athena's. So, he'll be good. Cade Midnight, talked about him already. Little John. Little John does 185 damage to all enemies, which he did before. He lowered mana 64%, but now caster and nearby allies have from plus 30% to plus 70% chance of dodging. So this is like Margaret special on Little John. The higher the damage, special, the higher the chance to dodge. Each dodge gives a moderate amount of mana to the... So they pretty much put Margaret's special on a slow. I'm not a huge fan of that. I think I would rather have the negative 64 mana generation, to be honest. Little John, I'm not a huge fan. Let's see. Renfeld. He does 195 damage to the target, which went down a little bit, but the caster steals generated mana of the target and nearby enemies over 4. So he's like a 3-star Onatel. Yeah, so I like that. So he used to heal the caster 50% of damage, which I hate that special anyway, and that is not very good healing. But this right here, slowing down the mana generation and stealing it pretty much, is really good. I actually really like Onatel. She's hard to kill. Her special just keeps going off, and then you just can't get your specials going. So that's interesting that they made him like her. So 3-star Renfeld. I like him. Elkanin deals 280% damage, so they took that down a little bit. Same to 3. The caster steals 61% of the healing, applied for 3 turns, heals by damage. So he has a little bit of Victor in him there. If they heal, then he heals. I'm not overly thrilled about that. It's situational. I don't think that, like, you'd have to set off healing on I don't know. I don't like it. I don't think it's as fun. Let's see. Deals 170% damage to all enemies. That went down a little bit. All allies get plus 45 chance of dodge. Okay, so they made her kind of like Inari. But she does damage, and instead of giving mana regen, she gets the Thorn minion if they dodge. I actually like this. I think she'll be a good one. I would take that costume and probably level it. I don't have her leveled, but I think I like the dodge aspect, and I like that she does damage. I like that better than her special the defense over special skills. I think they did good with her costume. That defense stat's pretty decent too. Her stats are nice. This guy is funny looking. Recovers 28% health, which is the same 30 attack, 30 defense. And then this is changed to the enemy gets negative attack and negative defense. I can see that being very useful in raids. There's like Grim does the lower defense, but for a healer to do all that, I've always been a fan of Kirill. I think he's really good. So I would probably up his costume if I get the ham in time. That's the chick that lowers the defense with her stinking sheet costume special. Yeah, hers is like Athena. She came out a while back though, so she's good too. They've got a lot of green ones that lower defense now. Balthazar deals 315 damage and 60 poison. So they basically did the same thing with him. They just gave him a lower initial snipe and put poison on him. I'm not a fan of that, just because the poison can be cleansed, so why not do it all in one snipe? His regular might be better. This one looks pretty crazy though. Let's see, Gunner is really good. Friar Tuck recovers 22% health, so the health went down, but it's for all allies instead of 3, and the plus 24 mana generation is for all allies as well instead of 3. So I like that. I like that he gives plus mana generation to everyone. That can be really helpful actually in raiding. So I like Friar Tuck's costume. Let's see, I've never really been a fan of her. 205 damage to target minor to nearby enemies, and 235, so they have her hitting 3 instead of 1, but a little less on the 1. Heals the caster 50%, heals the caster 30% of damage dealt. Yeah, still not overly exciting, but the costume definitely helps her out. Sartana. I have 3 Sartanas, so if I got her costume, I would put the costume on all 3 of them, because 532% damage, that is one heck of a snipe, and her stats are awesome. Whereas here, she does the snipe and the poison damage, so they went the opposite way with her, and I actually like that. I like the initial damage up front, because just that the poison can be cleansed, so might as well get them dead in as few turns as you can, you know? So I really like Sartana's costume. Is that all of them? She might be new. I don't really remember her. All allies regenerate health. All allies are immune to dispels for 3 turns. That's kind of cool. Dispels bust from all enemies. So, a little different, but I like that. I think that's it on costumes. Yeah. So, Sartana, for 5-star, Sartana is really, I think they did good on all of them, to be honest with you. Dom is a little bit better, not as fantastic as what they did with Magni or Sartana, actually, but her cleanse is nice. Renfield, I actually think they did really good on. Elkanin, Catalan, I like it. I like what they did. So, there's some really good costumes here. So, what we're gonna do now is collect all this ham, and let's raid with my Magni. Problem is, do I want to take Magni to a... Let's see what my revenges are here. Maybe I can get some ham so I can level up these people. This is kind of a EMP life hack. So if you find someone that's online, you can search for ham. So I attack by ham. So this guy's got 26k, which isn't bad. I usually go for like 30 or 40k ham. But you can re-roll if you have someone online, and it doesn't take your, we'll skip him, and it doesn't take away from your ham. So I'm at 556. I re-roll someone else, I'm still at 556. Whereas if you re-roll in the raid part, it's going to take ham away from you. So this is basically a way to re-roll without using your resources to do so. So if you have flags and you're short on resources, do this and you can fill up pretty easily, but I guess you have to win. I'm not finding anyone that has like a ton there all online. Let's try a couple more. The problem is you have to have someone in your... There's 30k ham. So, we'll take on Izarnia. So you have to have someone online in your tower in order to do that. So, let's try Magni out here. Probably should have did a Dispeller with Mitts over there, but I'm not really even worried. We just want to see what this guy can do. Come on, Blues. Alright, well, we'll get to see what Ursina and Killhair can do together. If I can get Magni going off with his shield down in those two, that would be awesome. That really chunked pretty big. Oh, they're in trouble now. Alright, so we've got... Well, he's gonna kill him, but he's gonna lower defense. And then I've got Finley to finish it off. So this is... Let's try a different one. Look at all that ham we just got. Next. So... we'll do a Viv tank. I want to see the shield downs with Killhair and Ursina going at the same time. I think that's going to be really crazy. Lots of damage. And keep in mind, Magni is not completely maxed yet. He is close, though. His costume, anyway. I always had the hero maxed. Alright, so we've got Rigard buff on attack. We'll hit Magni on Magni. We will hit Finley on him, so I've got lower defense on 2. And then let's Killhair and Ursina it. Let's see what that does. Oh, wasn't as exciting as I thought it would be. Especially with Magni reviving. We'll set her off. See what Killhair's minus... Well, she didn't even hit her. We'll hit them. Man, if I had Ariel, it'd be pretty cool to put her in with the blue team like this. But I like Magni and Finley together. That's kind of fun. Let's do one more, and then we'll do some pulls. We might have to do a Tell tank. We'll do a Tell tank. That one had some decent ham. Alright. Let's move that to combo up. I don't really like taking blue against Tell, but I don't really have too much choice in the matter. Let's see what this does. Come on. Ursina Killhair. Oh, killed him. She's actually not bad. I think paired with Panther, that team would be pretty sick. I've seen videos of those three paired together, and it's pretty devastating. And that's it. What's her face off? Guess I could have done the blues on the right. You killed my costume, Magni. You jerk. Finley's gonna have revenge on you for that. Don't miss. Oh, he missed on her. Neath. I hope Killhair can kill. Get him. Alright, Finley's got it. Not bad. My Magni died, but I think I'm gonna have fun with him. He's gonna be a good one. So, let's see what I can get with these summons, since everybody likes summon videos. I've never actually really done a summon video, but let's see what we can get here. Rock Tybertus. I'm getting Renfeld. He wasn't Little John. Another Tybertus. These guys are all gonna be feeders. Burden? I don't know if I had Burden, so Lee Shu. Another Tybertus. Nothing special. Let's see what's in here. An orb. Alright, 3 more. And then we're done. I already got Magni, so these are just for fun. And the chest. The Grove Spirit. Last one, guys. And Hawk Moon. So, my luck was all this morning, apparently, so that's okay. I'm happy with Magni, but yeah, I would say that most of these are worth the mats. They've really made these heroes a lot better with the costumes. I wish they weren't so hard to get. I wish you could do more than just the keys saved up, but yeah. Yeah, if you have any questions, or let me know what you think, feel free to comment below, and be sure to subscribe. Thanks, guys.